Well, hello there, and welcome back to my channel where I make quality content that nobody really asked for. And today's video is another Miraculous Ladybug video because, of course, it is. When it's not a Miraculous Ladybug video, I feel like that should just be my new intro for this channel because I feel like all I make is Miraculous Ladybug videos, and since I have so many Miraculous Ladybug videos, that means I have a lot of Miraculous Ladybug merch, and that one kind of ties into this video because this video is basically I just wanted to film this process and post it for y'all because I was very excited about it. But yeah, I'm making a new shelf for all my Miraculous Ladybug merch, but mostly my dolls this time because so this is my main display. This is the one you see in the background of every one of my videos, but I also have another shelf that's also dedicated just to the Miraculous Ladybug dolls because there's so many of them. And since there's so many dolls coming out and there's a lot of dolls I still don't have from the previous doll line, like the Bondi dolls, I feel like since they're outgrowing, I think they need their own dedicated space just for them. And so I decided to basically give a makeover to a shelf that I already had in my living room or my dining room, and I decided to give it a brand new life, and it fits perfectly in this room because it's nice and small, because my room had plenty of shelves in it already, but it's all being used. And so I said that's just like my superpower, it's just cramming a shelf into, or cramming stuff into a small space. But yeah, I managed to figure out a way to put the shelf in so I can have all my Miraculous Ladybug dolls displayed and not it be like crowded and you can't see dolls and stuff like that. So I'm very excited about that. So I'm just filming the progress of me just making the shelf and rearranging it and all that stuff. So let's just dive right into the video. You're probably asking, Tiffany, where in the heck are you gonna put a new shelf in your room, because your room is already full of shelves? Well, that's a great question. Let me show you the disaster spot that is gonna be. I'm actually putting the new Miraculous Ladybug shelf right here in this pile of mess. So before I even have to do anything, I had to clean this pile. So this is my wig box and all that jazz because I want to put all the dolls here. And it's going to clear some space because over here I have a lot of Miraculous Ladybug merch that needs to be displayed. So my room is chaotic right now, so hopefully when I add this new shelf, it was opening up some more space because a lot of my mess is just like packaging and stuff that needs to be on display or put away. So yeah, this is where it's going to be. So off camera, I'm going to clean and move all of this, but before I do that, I'm going to show you what the shelf looks like currently. So here's the shelf that's going to be used for a doll. It is a small little two-tier shelf because that's all much I need for now for these dolls, because I said they're just like my overflow dolls for Miraculous, but I said they're outgrowing their space, so that way I give them a different shelf. But yeah, here it is. It's very old. I had this shelf forever. It's not my shelf, it's actually my dad's, but yeah, this is my sewing space. And that's one thing I hate about showing stuff on camera, that it's more messier than it is. But yeah, so here's the shelf. It's brown and it's kind of nasty and it kind of smells right now. But yeah, I'm gonna like clean it off because you can't tell. Or maybe you can't tell, but all of this is dust. Because the last time this shelf been clean, I was like beginning of middle school. And I'm going to college now. So I'm like, it's been a while since this shelf's been clean and it smells really bad. It smells like pee. So yeah, I'm gonna like sand it down and paint it pink. And I think it'll look nice. But yeah, this is what the shelf looks like. And then I would take this out of my sewing area and then reorganize my sewing area, but that's a different video. We're here for Miraculous. But yeah, this is the shelf. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it, and then I'm going to like take some stuff off it, and I don't know, probably will see it on the camera. But yeah, here's the Alright, voiceover me is back. I'm sure you guys missed me, but right now I'm just cleaning off the shelf because it's nasty and it hasn't been cleaned or dusted since I was like in the 6th grade and I'm in college now. So yeah, just cleaning that off. And then right here I'm taking off this front piece of wood because it is going to block a lot of my doll's views and stuff like that when I put on my dolls on this shelf. So I'm just unscrewing that piece, which I'm glad that it went really well. Shelves and they still smell like pee, but here they are. So what I did was I removed this top piece right here. It's actually right here. It's right here actually. I unscrew it because I feel like, because it's like almost 2 inches thick and it blocks a lot of the view. So I took it off, and so here what this looks like. And I'm glad that this shelf is going to get a makeover because it's so dirty and beat up. Like, we have some chips here, you can't tell back there, but we had some water damage. So yeah, but right now I cleaned it, and right now I'm just figuring out placements so I can plan ahead of time to know what stuff I need to buy. And so this is like the top row. I actually made this shelf slightly higher. It's on this highest setting so I can fit more room for dolls down here. But I actually have, this is actually a pretty good height. So I don't know what I'm going to put here merchandise wise. I do have some like out of box figures. I don't have a lot. Like, I have some of the Bondi figures. Focus. Like Stormy Weather out of the box. But I only have Stormy Weather, Lady Wi-Fi, and Anti-Bug out of the box, so they probably go here. And I have some like Burger King stuff. I don't know. But I definitely have room for like smaller wrestling bug merchandise, like plushies fit here perfect. So that's good. I'll probably put that there. And down here, I'm actually very excited. Can't see because it's super dark. But I actually have a lot of space down here. Because when I originally measured the shelf, it used to be on this second hole right here, the second to the top, and it blocks off a lot of space for dolls, so I moved it up. And we moved stuff up by like an inch or two. Like, it's pretty great. So I just got some random dolls from the overflow shelf, and I can put 3 rows of dolls here, and each row can fit about like 7, or like, hold on, how many dolls? Like 5 to 7 dolls, depends on like how many boy dolls are in that row. But I'm glad I can fit like 3 rows of dolls here. Yeah, I just have some random boxes for height difference, but I probably have to buy actual acrylic riser. But yeah, I can fit about like 2 inbox dolls, so probably Dragon Bug and Bunnix will go there until Vesperia gets here. Vesperia probably takes Dragon Bug's place. And yeah, so I'm very excited to rearrange it. But I can fit about 3 rows of dolls, but I don't have enough dolls right now for 3 rows. I barely have enough for 2, but I'm excited. So that's the updates, all clean, and put all this stuff back into their shelves and Febreze this area because it smells like pee. But yeah, that's the update. Now I can actually start working on the shelf. I know, about time, right? So right now, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sand down this shelf because I tried to get rid of the old finishing and making everything nice and smooth, because I said there's a lot of chips and damage on this shelf, so I thought I would just sand off the previous finished and just sand out all the little dinks and crannies in this shelf. Right here, I'm just doing more sanding, and I want to shout out to my dad for teaching me how to use the sander, because without him, I had probably used like normal sandpaper, and I probably would have died, like my arms. So I'm glad for this machine. Right here, I'm just grabbing another sander. This is like a different type of sandpaper. Like, I think the grit is different. I can't really tell you, but my dad said to use this one after you use the other one because it makes things even more smooth, which we want, because we don't want things to be bumpy or lumpy and stuff like that. So now that I'm done sanding, I'm just grabbing some cleaner and a paper towel. I'm just wiping away the sawdust that's left over from all that sanding, of course, because I don't want sawdust in my paint job. So I'm just make sure that's all nice and clean right here. Here what the shelf looks like when it's all nice and sanded down. And right here, I'm just putting some primer on the shelf because I am going to paint this shelf like a light pink, and the guy at the paint store recommended that I put a primer because I am using a lighter color. So yeah, that what I'm doing here. I'm just laying down some paint primer, and I believe I did 2 layers of primer to make sure everything is nice and smooth. Alright, now it's time for the paint. So I picked out this beautiful pink color where I think would fit very well in my room, and it looks really good with my dolls because it's that perfect tone. It's not too coral or not too mauve, so I like it. And right here I'm just stirring it with this paint stick, and now I'm going to paint the shelf after it's all nice and prime and dry. And I'm just painting it with a paintbrush. Most people probably recommend to use a paint roller, and I recommend doing that too because sometimes the brush can get streaky, but I didn't have a paint roller. I had a paintbrush, so that's what I'm using here, and it worked perfectly fine. And make sure I had the most even strokes and all of that. And I did do 2 coats of paint on this shelf to make it more stand out. So yeah, enjoy my painting compilation. You can tell that I was hardcore painting and getting myself right in with the paint because I have this beautiful paint mark on my head. We love that. So moving the dolls from this shelf over to our brand new shelf. I'm super excited. Yeah, this shelf is mostly for my Miraculous Ladybug dolls and merch, so you're probably not surprised. Yeah, I'm showing you the stuff that I'm gonna put on and the stuff from another shelf that I'm also gonna put on this shelf. So now is the time to finally put stuff on the shelf. I finally moved it to my room and it looks so good. So yeah, right now I'm just adding the Marionette dollhouse. I just did a review on this on my channel. I think it's actually the video I posted before this. And I'm just placing stuff on the shelf, so enjoy. And these are the Miraculous Ladybug Bandai dolls. And I actually turned this dollhouse around. Fun fact, so when you see in the final shot, that way you will see is the dollhouse turn around. And sorry for the super dark lighting right here. I realized that the light can't actually touch this shelf, so that's kind of sad. But here's me just putting on more dolls and acrylic risers, and me putting on more stuff. Right now I'm adding the Miraculous Ladybug plushies and anything that can fit in this little shelf here. As I mentioned before, since light doesn't really hit this shelf because it's like against my window, I'm gonna add my own lights to this shelf. So right now I'm just grabbing some wired fairy lights, and these are actually the lights from my Eat It bag, so it's kind of matched all Miraculous Ladybug colors here. And I'm just taping it onto the shelf. I just used normal Scotch tape, but it didn't hold the lights really well, so I might change it to packaging tape later. But for right now, the Scotch tape is a good temporary solution, and I love the the effect that these lights give, and let me get to see these dolls so much better. Yeah, I said I just got some wire lights and I just taped it onto the shelf. Very easy and very effective. So that's the end of this video. We have all the dolls on their places and I'm very excited about it. I love everything and it's a pink shelf, so I'm always excited. You know, it was a struggle to get here with all the little problems here and there, but overall I'm happy how everything came out. And I hope you guys liked this video and I hope it wasn't boring or cringy, and I cannot wait for more Miraculous Ladybug dolls to come out so I can add it onto the shelf, or I like to call it the shrine. And if you like these type of videos and you like Miraculous Ladybug cosplay or dolls, this is the channel for you. And you like cosplay or anything about me, I recommend following me on Instagram at Chocohorse Popcorn. That's my main one. You can see all my cosplays and all the projects that I'm doing. And also recommend following me on the Tiffer because that's my collecting's Instagram. So if you want to see more of my collection, head over to that one. But I recommend following both because why not? But yeah, hope you liked this video. And I hope they come with more dolls. To be honest, I really want a Luca doll. I think I keep saying that in almost every doll video. That's miraculous. So give me a Luca doll and a Apollo would die of happiness. But yeah, that is this video. I hope you like my shelf. I hope you like this video. I don't know how many times I can say that. And I guess I'll catch you in my next one. Don't know what it is, but I hope you watch it. And bug out.